She made the decision not to even rush the door this morning. That was pretty cool. Usually she's like right at the door. And while she'll hold impulse, you can tell that she'd really want to go. Good. Break. We spent a little bit this morning creating some videos for her owners so that they can efficiently and effectively and responsibly use the e-collar. So that's what we worked on this morning. So we got to work on some e-collar drills while we were creating the videos. And now we are headed out for a walk. It was pouring this morning, so I thought I would do that first. She did some really great place time this morning. And now we are just going to take the e-collar out and do some stuff on the outside with the e-collar, which is exciting. We are just practicing some place drills on the bench. Break! That's good, girl! Yes, yes, yes! Ready? Roll a place. Yes, good! That was a moment where the leash was important, right? So rather than her try to escape the feeling by like running, that's how I know she's not quite ready and fully primed yet. We haven't worked with it outside. That was a perfect moment where I needed to continue to hold the e-collar and show her that no, the only way for you to turn it off, and again, we're working super low. I had it on a 3. I actually just moved it up because obviously it wasn't showing her what I needed. But I need to actually follow through with that, right? The only way for you to turn that off is to do what I'm asking. Break! Yes, that's a good girl. That's a good baby. Ready? Roll a place. Yes, good. Break! So I'm now working with Rolo out of a heel. I've lengthened the leash, and I'm just letting her, be free. And then when I want her to come back to me in my heel, I asked for that with the e-collar, and we're just doing some on and off. So this is a great way to have structure when your dog's off leash. Again, I never start anything off leash, but I start with a long line or a longer leash, and I want to be going in between or back and forth with structure on, structure off, structure on, structure off. And that's a really great way to keep your off-leash walks structured, right? Because it's really easy for once the leash is off to, have a free-for-all, but that's not what we want. We want a dog who is going to still respect us when we are off-leash. Come! Yes, good girl. That's a girl. Good. Rolo, sit. Good. So I haven't really started pairing it. Let's go. With a command yet, but we will work on that next. Just working on a little bit less structure, but still structured. She's able to have some freedom. She's not expected to be right at my side, but then I'll occasionally call her back. But for the most part, she chooses to be close to me, especially since that's all we've done, right? Is a lot of guidance. So the more you rehearse something, the more you're going to get those behaviors, and that's all we've rehearsed together. So that's what she's doing. She'll slowly veer out, and then I'll call her back, which keeps her always wanting to come back to me more because she knows that I'm going to call her, right? So the relationship you hold with your dog every day super much matters when you get to things like recall and that kind of thing. So let's go. Good job. Rolo, please. Good. Good. Yes, good girl. Rolo, please. Yes. Great. Rolo, please. Yes, good. Good job. please. Please. Good. So that last one, I had to use a boost. So the first time she didn't listen to the normal number, which was 4. We're working real low here still. So I boosted it, which puts it up 5, which is a 9. Well, I can do math. But that's where you saw her be like, fine, I will go, right? And she's not shut down. She's not so upset about it that she can't work. But it was enough to be like, fine, I will follow through with what you're asking me. No more blowing off my commands. We're not doing that anymore. What I say has to be meaningful from a reward point of view and a consequence point of view. Just like humans, we don't follow all the rules because we get rewarded for them. We follow rules because there's consequences that are involved as well. So same goes for my dog, same goes for my kids. And I understand not everyone's going to feel that way, but that is where you're going to start to see a dog who's going to be respectful to your word. So I didn't even ask for the command again. What I did was I put the stimulus back on and said, because the command has already been said. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And now I'm using my incorrect marker and I'm using my e-collar. Now she's like, screw you, I'm not going to pay attention to you anymore. Right. Yes, good job. That's a good girl. She's so smart. Come. Okay. Yes. Fishy piggy. Oh, you just want white on my mouthpiece. You just want white on my mouthpiece. You just want white. Sit. Good. Yes. That's good. Good. Yes. This little lady's doing really well already. We just walked the kid to school. It's pretty noisy, so she's looking around, but we've passed 2 extremely rowdy dogs, and while she was distracted, she listened to my cues. And then when we sat here, good girl, she just actually chose to go in a sit and just chill, which is great. You're so cute. Let's go. I have set up a little obedience thing for Miss Rolo, and her mom's gonna come and practice as well. We are on our way to that. I just passed one of my next door neighbor, and they are babysitting their son's dog. And the dog is well mannered, but he definitely was like at the end of the line wanting to meet Rolo. And we were just stopped in talking, and Rolo did amazing. Listened to my verbal cues to leave it. Come on. And yeah, she sat calmly, quietly, while the dog was like full and just sitting, staring at her, wanting to meet. And she kept giving me eye contact, was very calm, really nice body posture. It was all really good, really proud of her. So hopefully we can transfer some of this energy. Yes, baby girl. I walk by this dog who's on a flexi. Doesn't right now appear to have too much structure. I'm gonna focus on Rolo here. Leave it. Good. Come on. Come on. Good. Good job. So I did give her one correction at the beginning. She didn't fully take her gaze off, but her fixation lowered. You saw her ears kind of back off. So I wanted to see what she would do with that, and she actually started kind of slowing her roll down. So I tried to get her to stay with me, and then she passed actually really nicely. So you'll notice I tried to say leave it as little as possible, right? We get so stuck in the cycle of leave it, but I want to go back to my foundations of when I say something once, I mean it. So when she doesn't listen to my verbal leave it, that's when I move to the e-collar. And I start using like my correction word. So I said leave it, she doesn't listen, I'm going rather than leave it, because then you're just extinguishing what leave it means. And that's a huge problem with reactivity, right? When they can't listen to that command that is so imperative. So that's a really important thing to note. But all of this was done without leash pressure. Just used the e-collar once and our communication. So we've got another dog in that top left corner who is calm, but also not in a heel, so I always just like to make note. Come on. Leave it. Good. Good job. Good choice. Good. Good choices, Rolo. Good. Good. Here. Yeah. Very good. So she actually pulled over to the side and sat while we passed. Good. So I try to do as little as possible to make it as clear as possible what I want for my dog. You good girl. Yeah. You good girl doing nothing? Huh? Like it. Just taking it all in. Good. I like your body positioning on that. Good job. So Rolo's getting really good practice right now. Nicholas just came home from school and she's restrained. And she really loves Nicholas. So she's just working through it, and this is really good practice for her because she struggles when she's excited to regulate, which we all do. She's just working through it. This one is not working through it, and she's not helping. Good. Oscar, no. Good girl, baby. Good girl, Rolo. So this is the box that you're going to get with your e-collar. So when we open it up here, you've got your remote, you've got your receiver, and then you have a video that I have sent you on how to turn it on, play with all the different functions. You've got your charger. It's a dual charger, so one plug, two insertion points, and you'll see openings on this, so this just helps to protect the charging spot. And then there's another one on here. This can attach to this little point here, so you can wear it around your neck. I don't really find it convenient, but that's just what it comes with stock. You can buy other things that are like wristlets that go around your wrist. This is just some hardware to remove the skin in case you wanted to change the yellow skin, and some hardware removal to help you remove the prong points in case you wanted to switch them out. And there's also one, they're a little bit longer prongs. So for a dog with long hair like Rolo, it's a nice option, but also doing it up snug suffices for her. So that's all that's going to come in your package. I just wanted to make sure you got what everything was.